Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's see the notes first before we go to our Power BI. So if you go to the notes, you see this. We don't need to, only if you have deleted the table. We are continuing from where we stopped. We are building on top of what we already have. So there's no need of uploading and transforming data from the scratch because we already have the data. So this is an additional, it's just to add additional visuals to the one we had yesterday. So, and this is what we have here. We have card. We need to add a card for total revenue, a card for total profit, card for vendor rating, card for total delivery fee. But in this, I'll capture only two card, the total revenue and total profit, because I don't want my visual to be so much clustered. So if you want, you can capture all the card in your own. Okay, then we'll have KPIs. After card, we'll have KPIs. We'll have additional, the KPIs, I'll have 3 KPIs we want to add. The first KPI is a KPI for total revenue, KPI for total profits, and KPI for average vendor rating. And the KPI, to add KPI, you see this targets. We need to create a measure for this target goal. So this target goal will help us to measure. This is the target we want, because key performance is ability to meet a target. So a threshold, that is key performance. That key performance will be monitoring if we meet our targets. So that is what key performance indicators that we are going to use to look if we actually meeting our targets. Maybe like if we say our target revenue for the year is 50,000. So if, or for the month is 50,000. So that is going to be the target goal. So we need to create a measure that will help us to measure if we are hitting this target. So if you hit this target, 50,000, then it means we are doing well. The company is doing well. They've hit their target. But if we don't hit the target, it means that the company is struggling to meet their targets. So that is what this KPI means in this regard. So, and to do that, we need to create a measure for target goal. So for every KPI, we need a target goal. You see, for total profit, you still need to create for target goal, like this one is profit target equal to target here is 10,000. Another target, this target here is that we're targeting for average rating of 4.5 for our vendors. So these are targets. So that's what I mean by target. And yeah, so that is the note. You have it in your in our WhatsApp if you want to pull up from the notes. So at this point, I will proceed to the Power BI to finish up where we stopped. So when we are closing last night, this is how the our work looks like. So we're going to start by adding. Let's start with card. So let's add card for um, total revenue. To do that, what we need to do is we go to this visual, we look for card. You see, this is card, and this is another card. So this is the card that is being used, but if you look at this one, it's a new feature. A new card is a new feature. So, and this is a card. So it's the same thing. They serve the same purpose. So, but let's use this new card. So this is how the card looks like. So what we are doing is we are going to add the card for total revenue. And to do that, total revenue, we need to drag total revenue to the card. And that's it. Total revenue to the card. This is total revenue here. And so that's total revenue. Okay, the next is total profit. So add another card for total profit. So if we want, we can use this particular card. They are these, right? So that we see the difference between the two cards, but it's just the same thing. So So drag total profit measure. So this total profit profit. Is anyone raising hand?
Yes, sir. I am raising hands, sir. Sorry for interrupting you.
Okay.
The total profit from what we did yesterday, we didn't do total profit measure. What we did yesterday was total delivery measure and total revenue measure. And the additional columns we added yesterday was profit margin and net revenue.
Okay. We didn't do total profit measure yesterday.
No, we didn't do it yesterday. We didn't add it in the table yesterday. So is there a formula for it? We can easily do it.
Let me see. I think we did total profit measure because let me see, look at the notes. We did it yesterday. It's maybe you didn't do it. If you go to our
No,
if you go
it's
to
on
our,
the note you shared today that it is here. The one we did yesterday, I don't think it's there.
is
It's only
there.
two
I
percent.
didn't remove
Hold
any.
on,
I
is
did not remove anything from yesterday's note. I just added to it. And
is
Okay, sir.
below total delivery after total delivery.
if you go
Okay,
to
let me quickly do it.
if you go to DAX step, which is step 3, then we'll have number 1 is to create calculated column for net profit. Number 2, create calculated column for profit margin. Number 3, create measure for total revenue. Number 4, create measure for total profit. So how do you say we didn't create a measure for total profit? Are you
Sorry,
getting
sir.
it?
I've gotten it. I've created it on my own now.
Yeah, but it's there. So we did not change anything there.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. I can't see anything. I want to be sure that we are still.
I'm still on. You can't see from when we started or you stop seeing.
No, I'm still seeing it. Just that I wasn't hearing your voice. I thought it's a network problem again.
Okay. Well, okay. We are creating total. We've created total revenue and card. We are using card here. So this is total revenue, and now is card for total profit. Have you created a card?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Then the next we need to create is like I said, we have 4 cards here we can create in our note, but I'll just pick only 2. If you want, you can create as many as you want. You see, it's not difficult. It's just you insert card and you drag the measure into the value here, and that's it. So I'll start creating KPIs. I will create 3 KPIs. The first KPI is going to be the KPI for total revenue. So then here, this is the card for KPI. So I'll grab this card. Yeah, I think it's hidden somewhere here. Let me minimize this here, and I'll grab it. I'll bring it, and so the card we're going the KPI, the KPI we're going to create is for KPI for total revenue. Now what we need to do is to drag total revenue to the value, total revenue to the value. There's total revenue here. Total revenue, that is the total revenue. Is a total revenue measure. We'll drag it. That's the one we drag it to the value here. And then we drag the date to the trend axis. On this trend axis space, you come here, you will drag the date to the, and you see it here. Yeah, but you can see our, this is our total revenue. So our total revenue is not looking lively because we do not have a target. So we need to create a target for total revenue. And what we need to do is we go and create a new measure, and we create this target. So So what we do here is, this is the measure here. Can you see it? This is the measure. I don't want to go to model, just create it from here because I'm not creating calculated column. It's just the measure, and measure is here. So I will just so to create this here, you just loading. So I have to create it here is revenue target equal to revenue target equal to 50,000, and I will click enter. So now you see the revenue targets here. You can see it here. So now that's the revenue target. I will drag it to the target. I'll drag this to the target here. And you can see our revenue is now live. You can see. So you can see that the goal, that is the target, is to hit 50,000. But what we are having here is 19,200. So it's not up to the targeted revenue margin. And again, to customize this here, we need to customize it, and it will become revenue performance. The right revenue performance or revenue performance KPI. We need to come here and edit this. So we can have this to edit this particular total revenue reserve. So we need to come here and we go to general, we'll go to title, and from here we can edit it to revenue performance. It's revenue performance KPI. And that's it. So that's it, revenue performance KPI. And yeah. So we can have another KPI. KPI for total profit. And we'll grab another KPI visual. Which will be hiding somewhere here. And then we drag the total profit to value. We do have total profit here. The total profit. We drag it to the value. And then drag date to the trend axis. Okay. So we need to then create a target measure for this total profit. To create the target, we need to create another measure. create a target here. Sorry, a new measure for profit target. Say profit target. Equal to 10,000. Network from my end is being a bit slow, so bear with me. You can see it will keep loading. Okay, and then we enter. So the measure for target profit is here. So we drag it to the target. Profit target, we drag it to the target here. So as you can see, the target, the profit here is 3,200. And the target is 10,000, so it's below the target, and that's why it's showing red. So we customize this. I'll come here and say, okay, if we want to show the here's the color.
General.
Uh, let's do the title here first. The title, we change the title to Profit Performance. Profit for months, KPI, So under the trend axis, if if the if if the we hit our targets, it's going to be green. But if we don't hit our targets, it's going to be red. So good color is green and bad color is red. So we're having bad red colors because we will not be hitting our targets. So, and neutral is amber. So that is this trend axis, what it signifies. So we will not be hitting, we will not be meeting our targets, both revenue and profit. So that's what the indicator is showing. Yeah. So the next KPI is the vendor rating. Under that, okay, let's add another KPI here. And this KPI is for average vendor rating. So we grab the average vendor rating and drop it to the value. So we go up. You know, this is using numeric. So this is average vendor rating. We put it here. And then date. Trend axis, we capture it with date. So that is 4.7. And let's create a measure for that. So we create a measure. So under the measure, we say vendor rating targets. Say vendor rating target. equal to 4.5, and you enter. So if you drag down, come down to the bottom, you see vendor rating targets. And that's it. We'll have to vendor rating target. We'll grab it and put it to the target. So you can see this one is showing green color because the vendor rating is average vendor rating is 4.7, 4.7, and the target, so we've exceeded the target of 4.5. So our goal is 4.5, but we have 4.7, meaning that customers are happy with our vendors. So let's go to formatting. Here, this is for formatting and or editing. So we can edit the title to vendor satisfaction KPI. Vendor satisfaction. Vendor satisfaction KPI. And yeah. So the only thing now is for us to arrange the dashboard the way we want it to look better. But before that, we need to add slicers. So the slicers we are going to add is add slicers for state, vendor, and category to help this dashboard to be more interactive. So where the slicer? This is the slicer. We grab the first slicer and we go to the state. Where is the state? We look for state here. This is the state. We grab the state to the field and we can see our state is showing. So if you want to see, you click, let's say Lagos, you can see the changes in the dashboard. So it means in Lagos is the key area. So we look at Abuja. Abuja is now, we're not really doing well in Abuja. And look at Oyo is here. And Enugu, see, and Kaduna, Kano, and Rivers. So okay, we have to add another slicer for vendors. So okay, another slicer for vendor. So we look for vendor name, and this is it. Go down, down, down. You see vendor name. We'll grab it and we'll put it to the field, and our vendors will start appearing. These are the vendors we have. We have Food Heaven, we have Fresh Mart, we have Grocery World, and we have Veggie Mart. So okay, all these vendors, just making sure that this aligns. And okay, so let's look at Food Heaven. See Food Heaven. Food Heaven is operating in Oyo, Ibadan, and Port Harcourt or Aba. Then we'll have Fresh Mart. Fresh Mart is operating in Lagos, Ikeja, Lagos, and Grocery World is in Kano and Kaduna, and Veggie Mart is in Enugu. So these are our vendors, our top vendors. So the next is category. Let's grab category. Slicer here for category, And we'll look for category. Where is it? Let's go up and see. So category is up here, and we grab category and bring it to the field. We can see all the categories we have here. We have dairy products, and we click on it. You see dairy products is in Oyo and Kano. That's where we have these products. Egg and milk. Let's look at fruit. Fruit, then Ikeja and Enugu. Let's look at grain. Grain is in Kaduna and Port Harcourt. And let's look at protein. These people that eat most protein. Ikeja is the highest meat. That's Lagos. And tubers. Let's see who eat tubers most. Ikeja as well. And vegetable. Ikeja as well. That's Lagos. So, and the only thing that is remaining here is for us to arrange our work to look tidy. So, and my network is not being so good. It's affecting of so this one I'm doing is just to beautify the dashboard, make it looks so. So can see our dashboard have added a bit of color to it. So we'll have a card, we'll have KPI, and we'll have slides as added to it. Hello, I hope you are following.
Yes. Sorry about the talk.
So like I said, we're just capturing only 2 card here. So if you want to add more card, it's up to you. You know how to add it. Yes.
So I actually have a question. It's not I slightly model, right? The question is, when do we or when do we know that we need to use modeling? Like when do we know that we need to link some, or how do we know that okay, this is the right time we need to use model? Or
I can't hear you very
this,
well.
okay, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Okay, my question is the last I think the last 2 classes we had concerning modeling. that is linking to different tables together, right?
Hmm.
My question is that how do we know that this is time to use it or when to use it?
When to use modeling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It depends on the data set you find yourself. Are you getting me? In a situation where you have related data sets scattered in different tables, then you know you are going to use modeling to link them together with the main table. So, for instance, now we see we can have vendor table. You can have a customer table. We can have different tables, and then we'll have general sales tables. If you go to our back end in a Beta Marketplace, you are going to have list of vendors, list of delivery men, and then sales will be going on. And you find out that these activities, sales going on is connected with customers buying from vendors and reporting to general table. But all of them are scattered in different tables. It's going to be difficult to see. At times, you see one table contains all the information. All they need to do is that they have a way they are going to be linked together, but they are in different. So for you to analyze them, you need to integrate them. If you don't integrate them, then you have to merge them into one table. We've done merging. When you are merging them, the data might become so cumbersome or so clustered. You might start we might have some redundancy. Some data will start appearing twice, which is not going to be good for your reporting, capturing to kind of repetition. It means in a situation like that, if you merge them, you have to clean up the table in order to remove some data. If you are cleaning, you might, within the process, start removing some important information. So it comes with a lot of cumbersome when you want to merge tables together. So that is where the modeling comes in. Modeling is integration, integrating related tables together. So when you integrate them together within the Power BI, so when you are then modeling, so when you are visualizing, creating report, visualization is you creating reports for presentation. It's going to be easy to create your presentation or to create your report, which is visualization, without merging the tables together, because the table is already linked together using Power BI within the modeling environment. So the answer to your question is, it depends on the table the data set you find yourself. You find yourself, you need to report or analyze different tables that is related, then you have to use modeling. You have to upload all the tables, link them together, and then you can start doing your presentation by all this visualization. Do you remember what we do when we did it? When we did the modeling, the tables with models are related table. If you are working in let me say university, you can have a list of lecturers. You can have a list of department, table for departments. You can have table for students record. But you know that all these tables, somehow, they are going to have relationship where the table, the lecturer is going to be related to department, to courses, to students taking the courses. You see the interrelationship. So if you find a table where you have different staff table or employee table which contain lecturers, and will have students table. The students table, when you are looking at students table, it will come with different students department and their departments and things like that. In a situation where we finish modeling, you say we have a sales table. Within that sales table, we have different other table called vendor tables. Vendors are the people selling their product in the platform, and we have customers table. Customers are people buying from that vendor, and that sale is taking place in a marketplace. So you see the interconnectivity here. If you don't link them together, it's going to be difficult to get the accurate information.
Okay, so thanks.
So that is it. But the only thing with modeling is that you always see the unique identifier. You always, that is the primary key connecting them together. You will see them. Any table that doesn't have relationship, you cannot model they must have relationship. You can't bring the two tables that are not related and model is not going to work. It's only tables that have got relationship that you can model. So that is the key to modeling different tables. If you are not related, it's just like you now, where we have in Beta Marketplace, you go and bring something like students table. It's good. There is no relationship between the student table and if the students are going to come in that, they are going to come in as customer. It's going to be called customer table, which is where the customers are buying. But in terms of students, so when we talk about students, we are talking about students and their courses. Students and the courses they are enrolled, and departments they are in, and the lecturers teaching or tutors teaching them. So these are where, so if you are bringing students table to merge student table with Beta Marketplace sales table, there is no relationship. You can't model them. It's not possible because there is no key. There is no primary key to connect them together. Only if you need to change it to customer. If you are changing it to customer, it's still not going to work because the students table is going to go with courses, lecturer, department. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So is there something over time we use our general understanding to know what to do? It's not at times it's not mathematics like when you say 2 plus 2, but you use your intuition, know that these are related and these are not related. If everything is automated, just like some of us are thinking, yeah, there's some level of automation, but still there is not the automation level gets where it stops. If everything is automated, there is no need for having us in the in the supply chain. It's because there are some areas we need to make input, use our ingenuity and our experience. That's why we are here. So everything is not automated, and once you bring a table, the host, the technology will do everything automatically and link them together. So that is where the experience start coming in. But like my explanation, if you see a table that are related, you know they are related, and you will always see the key, the unique identifiers that is relating them. If you go back to our video class, it's going to make more sense to you. Okay. Next week, we are going to start our Tableau. But before then, what we have, the experience we have already, can get us started with entry rules. So which I encourage us to start shooting our CVs to entry rules, both internationally and locally. So we'll get to, that is where we have to start. Sending our CVs, getting interviews is a learning curve. It will help us to know how far we've come and how far, because when I think we've arrived and we'll go to interview and find out that you still need to put more effort. So to that, I will try to get a CV that we can leverage on to start applying for any role we see. And some of these sites, there are some sites where they are looking for a lot of data analysts, remote data analysts, which are we in producers. It's mainly American companies anyway. So, and we'll start trying because that is the reason why we are here. So we've come to a stage we need to explore the market. It's part of the learning we've come here to do. Do you have any other question or contribution before we go?
Thank you, sir. Well, sir, there are limitations for we Nigerians regarding these remote jobs. Serious limitations. I don't know if it's due to the past record of fraud or thereabouts. It's really a bit odd because there are some sites, majority of the sites, and majority of the companies I follow online, that is through LinkedIn, you see them putting job up. You see them, they'll say this one is for North America, this one is only Canada, and even the one for the whole world, they will end up employing the white, to be precise, especially it's for companies that they will still post the employment of LinkedIn. I've seen many of them like that. I'm not saying we are not getting employed as Nigeria, but the percentage is very, very low due to where we are and due to our nationality, especially due to where we are.
Yeah, it's not based on our nationality. It's based on the fact that we are not regarded as a tech nation. We are not regarded as we know it. They are recruiting Indians every day. As a matter of fact, my company, they recruited a lot of Indians and they sponsored them. to come to UK. Why? They feel that there's a way. We see that so many of us are still upcoming. Most Nigerians are upcoming in this IT, like in data analysis here. It's only this time we started it, Nigerians, even this business, and we are not into it. I'm being honest with you, mainly back from Nigeria. The only few people that started doing it, even here in UK, where I'm based, you see that most Nigerians are not into data analysis. Some of the Nigerians that are breaking into IT are in project management. Now they are beginning to come into business analysis. You know, I'm here in London. I know most of the IT professionals here in UK. I know them. I know when they started. You know, what we are specialized here, they know us here is for menial jobs like care, security, leverage job, and things like that. So that is it, not because once people see people that are good, they recruit you from anywhere. You know, there's some people, there's data analysis. Yes, it's a sensitive career path, but that sensitivity is limited to mainly government organizations. Government organizations like Ministry of Defense, this and that. They are not going to recruit or police or this because of sensitive data, espionage. They are not going to some hospitals. They are not going to give you their sensitive like NHS. You must be in UK. They are not going to allow you to come and start meddling with their patient record. So, but so many companies, small and medium enterprise companies, startups, they are going abroad to look for professionals, both data analysts, business analysts, and things like that. And data analysts is they require, because data analysts, they believe you can do your work more remotely than business analysis, than project management, because some of the project management and business analysis, at times at some point you need to go for a lot of meetings which will require your presence, not online. You will require is a customer face, you need to meet a lot of stakeholders. But in data analysis, all they need is present a data set for you to analyze and share reports. As you're analyzing it, you don't need to go, all you need is just be on your Power BI or Tableau, be analyzing reports with your group or something like that. They need us to do this remote work because it's cheaper to get professionals from developing countries like Nigeria or Africa or even India. So they are not looking for you because they like you. They are looking for you because they are actually saving, making serious savings by hiring you. That's it. For instance, here in UK, if you get a job, IT job, let's say project management job, where they are paying you £20,000 per annum, you are seeing it as a big money. But how many UK people will take that job? Nobody will take it. It cannot pay my rent. You see? So that's why it works that way. But you see, big experienced project managers from Nigeria will be rejoicing because they are doing a job, they are paying them £20,000 per annum. But here in UK, if you are doing a job of £20,000, you pay rent, and every other things. How much is remaining? You know?
Yeah, right, sir. Especially in our banking system right now. I saw something like a podcast regarding software engineers. Majority of the senior software engineers are no longer in Nigeria because of what they pay. That is why most of our banking system now, you're having issue with their network and the rest, the applications and the rest. You understand? So according to all the information I got, most of majority of this, the senior software engineers that which majority of them do work in the bank. And bank, I think they are paying them right now, I think around 800,000. So most of them are just rejecting it. Prefer to just wait until they get a good or travel out of the country because of the payments. So that I think that's one of the things that's happening right now.
So the point is that once we try to make things, there is this company that recruited, that was 5 years ago, a set of students that I trained in project management. This American-based company, they recruited one of my students. That lady is a medical doctor. So she's still working with that company up till now as a project manager. Even though she's now relocated to UK, she's now living around Scotland. She's now practicing as a medical doctor in UK, but she's still working for that company in America as a project manager. Because she will go to job in the morning, do her job as a medical doctor. In the evening, she will migrate and start doing her project management job. The point I'm trying to make is that this company recruited her and they find out that she's good. And then they came back and recruited up to 5 other Nigerians. You know, and all of them they recruited are from my class. So it's from this link. So the point I'm making is that they are still discovering that we are good in IT. We are not known as IT nation. You see, they are ready to go any length those days to come and recruit Nigerians as footballers. You know, because they know we are good footballers. It's left for us to change this perception by trying to show we can do it. How many of us are even applying for data analyst job from Nigeria? How many? That is the question you are going to ask yourself. So it means we are not here. We are not in this area. So when they are seeing some people applying, or you look, it's strange to them. What do they even know? So, but it's now we have to show we can do it. Like the project manager job I told you, all the people recruited, they up till now, they are around 5 of them recruited. They are still working in that company up till now. You know, I know how much they are paying them. I think it's around what they told me is that 26,000, well, $2,600 a month. That is what they are paying them. And these are seen big project managers. But in UK or in US, that is even entry level, they are not going to take that money. You know? But this is what they are paying experienced project managers because they are from Nigeria and they are still working there. And for those who are still working there, they are very happy. Some of us, I know the other lady who is based in Calabar working there. She's a pharmacist. She's been working there for 5 years. Yeah, 5 years now. You know, she feels like she's a small god, because of. But if she's working here in UK and earning that money, she'll be struggling. So that is the point. The point is that you don't need to be discouraged. The IT is opening up the world gradually, and this is opportunity. This is new era. A lot of people are picking jobs every day from Nigeria, different types of jobs. And data analysis is one of the top in demand. So if we position ourselves very well, they are going to come for us. Even if we are living in Nigeria, we don't need to even migrate as the things are going on, the way things are going on. IT market is a global market where you can work from anywhere these days. The world is becoming more and more advanced. So, but we are going to look into it. We are going to start applying to start testing all this thing and mitigating it as a risk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, sir.
Yeah. So I will see us. We keep practicing what all we've done. We keep trying it. We don't rest. Try to make. Now the main thing now, you know how to build a portfolio. Try to make your portfolio look better, and that is where we are going to start making it. Instead of us, like in LinkedIn, I told one of us, chairman, instead of you posting articles, you don't post articles. I'm not saying it's not good, but start creating portfolios, visualization, and be, posting it on your platforms and see. People will appreciate it more than articles. People don't have time to read articles. You are coming to LinkedIn. Everybody in LinkedIn, they are professionals. So people are looking for something catchy that will attract them. Articles do not attract them. Interactive, beautiful portfolio, when somebody sees it, it draws attention. So just like we call it visualization. These are some of the things we have to be putting on. Like I said, there's some website I'm going to bring to you guys' notice. We'll have to, be within there. Mind you, LinkedIn is not everything. If you put all your resources in LinkedIn, you might be discouraged. So,